In this video, we're going to look at a really simple run scheme from Alabama. It's just their pin and pull. They don't run just a ton, but they really like it against teams that they know their backers are going to sit back here flat-footed. If you got a team that they're going to kind of walk their backer down and shoot and do all these different things, and you're unsure where they're going to be, you definitely don't want to run this scheme just a ton because they will create negative plays on that. But just kind of the rules of it, all you got to know is, hey, I've got the first down, I'm going to head up to the inside. If there's nobody there, I'm going to go to that first backer in the box. Right here, tight end, he's got a guy that's in a 6-tech, so he's going to try to pin that. Head up to the inside. Right there, we're going to pin that. First uncovered down line is going to pull to kick. And then most of the time, they want to try to pull their center or anybody front side. Very rarely have they pulled their guards, but they have a little bit. They'd rather scoop that, whether it's a tight one, maybe a nose they feel like they could reach. They'd rather pull their center to get him around just so that this hits a little bit quicker and can get moving a little bit faster so you don't have to wait on that guard, possibly the tackle. But right there, here I believe they scoop it, they pull a kick, they pull a lead, and right here with this look, they end up running a little bit of a stick RPO, it looks like, reading this back, or he hesitates just a little bit instead of running to the box, so they should be good with their numbers. They leave this D end unblocked and basically scoop that area right there. Sometimes they'll block him, sometimes they'll pass that. They do a few different things messing with him. On this look right here, it looks like A&M has a free safety right here. It's going to roll down and be a free hitter. But we'll play and see exactly what takes place. Seal. Here's the pull to kick. First thing that shows up, there's the center. That's pulling right here. It looks like the tackle ends up basing a little bit. But right here, he's pulling. He knows he's going to kick whoever the edge setter is. There's a linebacker right there for the center to kick. And there's the free safety, a free hitter. And obviously, if that free safety is getting into that, you can obviously play action off of that. But you can see right here the RPO element of it, where they're running that stick. He's a little bit wide, not going to get there. Could they have pulled it and thrown it? Yeah, they could have, but he's pretty flat-footed. So right there, they hand it off, and they end up getting a decent play. But obviously, with all that, you can see the safety's low, and obviously a chance to possibly get numbers out there with the bubble or other kinds of screens off that run action. Here's another look at this pin and pull. Starts off in a trace set. They end up bringing the receiver over here to tail motion, swinging in that direction. Possibility of an RPO type deal. I'm not real sure if they're reading anybody, but right here you can see the safety rolls. So they get their numbers down there, roll away right there with that safety. So it may get the numbers even better right there to the front side where they're running the ball. But down block right there, pull the guard to kick, pull the center to lead, probably on that linebacker right there. They treat this just like you would on a buck sweep. He's going to block the second level defender, first guy inside, second level defender, and he comes in here and he pins that linebacker right there. This tackle actually scoops up all the way to that backside linebacker. But you can see right here, Devontae Smith's going flat right there, knowing he's going to take most dangerous, the edge setter. He's coming to kick basically the corner, and he's leading up there to that linebacker. So a really good scheme right there, really good job of creating that edge, getting a big guy on the edge setter, pinning right there, kicking, and now they got a kick right there. He's getting vertical in the alley, and big play right there for Alabama. Here's another look of it with Waddle. He's coming all the way across right there. Get a good down block right there. Cuts off penetration, get that strong outside arm, start working your hips that direction. Trying to get the arch strength right there. Here's a guy coming to kick. He's coming in to pin. Get flat, knowing that you want to get vertical. You want to try to get those guys that are setting the edge to jump outside right there to set it so you can get that kick and then get vertical with a lot of momentum right there and a chance to create a big play. Again, big bodies getting out in front and explosive play right there for Alabama. Let's look, the tight end's not in line, but he is fullback and he's got the same rules right there. So he's going to down block right there. He's coming all the way down. It looks like a 2 technique. So they're going to pull the guard. They're going to pull the center. They can get these backers right here. Auburn actually walks down where it's a negative box here for Alabama with the safety down in the alley. So there is a free hitter in the box. But we'll look at it real quick. He's got to be a little more aggressive getting down to it so he doesn't get edged. Here's the guard pulling. There's the center pulling. Everybody else backside right here is scooping. Looks like that guy's almost cutting. He's down low. And it ends up cutting that guy off, but he takes himself out of the play. But right there you can see the first puller of that guard. He steps up. This outside backer steps up. Gets a good kick. He's trying to set the edge. There's a center. He's getting on that backer. This is actually the free safety that's the free hitter that walked down into the alley. So they take care of everybody they're supposed to take care of. Now the running back's got to make his money, and that's what he does right here. Makes a guy miss. Barely even gets a hand on him. Barely slows him down. and he just takes off running for a big play right there for Alabama. But you can see Auburn actually matched numbers and was plus right there. They should have made a play, but then just a lot of times it comes down to who can make the play, and right there Najee ends up making a guy miss and creating a big play. As you see on this look against Auburn, they're a lot better in the box. They're actually +1. They're going to even bubble that guy and get him to widen with the RPO look. But what they're going to do is continue to run pin and pull. So right there, they're pulling the guard to kick. He's probably going to try to sit the edge right there, knowing that this safety's going to be late to it. He's pulling for the backside. Everybody's going to scoop right there. They ended up leaving the D in, so they're actually really plus in the box right here. But you can play it and see what's happening. So some good down blocks right there. He scoops way across that guy's face. He's coming to kick, and the center's coming to lead. He ends up having a bad read, and they actually take 2 for 1 right here. He goes over the top. He feels inside, takes that backer, or they could have been even better as far as their numbers in the box. He ends up switching kind of jobs, and he gets vertical right there. So your free hitter was that backside DN who didn't squeeze hard enough. Obviously, a lot of teams have the option to run right here, but then you've got this bubble over here on this side, and you can see it even takes that outside backer. So we're taking 3 over here, keeping 2 over here. So we're plus in there. Even though they waste a guy, they end up having a really big play right there. Good jump cut, again, getting vertical. Anytime you're running this, it looks like an outside run. They're starting with their shorts to the sideline. As soon as they can get a kick, they want to get vertical with momentum, and then obviously that cutback can be a big play, which is what they hit right there. Here's another look at the pin and pull. A few things that are interesting about this play is there's a shade over here, so they end up leaving their center, and it looks just like a buck sweep by pulling both guards. Right here you got a 9-tech outside of the tight end. So his tight end, instead of blocking the end, he ends up going to the C gap and working up to that play side linebacker, trying to. Arkansas does a really good job with their D lineman of disrupting those blocks, not allowing them to get up. He's sifting backside. There's no RPO element right here, so it should be reading the backside defensive end here to create numbers. And as this plays, you can see he's coming down to give a little bit of a chip as he's working up to that linebacker. And where it kind of gets knocked off, you can see this linebacker gets a little bit of shove right there to try to keep that from happening. Sets the edge quickly to keep it from getting just too wide of an edge. These linebackers step up pretty hard, so this backer's free because that tight end wasn't able to work up to him. And since he sets that edge, there's not a ton of space. And you can see this backside end, this tackle. That tackle's not able to work up. He does a great job getting hands on him, making him go flat so he can't get up. He's trying to get up to that linebacker, so you got 2 free hitters right there in the hole. But right there, the running back does a great job of getting vertical. And again, it comes down to if you can make the play or not. It's a 3rd and 2, and the defenders weren't able to make the play before the sticks. He makes a guy miss and gets vertical, even though the corner and the backside inside linebacker are free hitters right here on this play. This is another great way to run pin and pull right here. They're in a heavy set. They've got their fullback. They got 3 tight ends in there. They motion one guy across. Knowing that's man coverage, he goes with them. It's late in the game, 4th quarter, minute 17, trying to get a first down to end the game. And so all they're doing is they're down blocking, and then the first uncovered line is going to pull to kick this 9 technique. Everybody else is just down blocking. The gaps are filled, so they have to stay in. And this fullback's going to turn into the second puller, and he's going to hopefully pin or whatever he has to do to the next defender that shows up. And we'll just play it real quick. There's a good down block. Here's the guard pulling to kick that 9 technique. He does a great job getting his play side shoulder on him, kicking him. And right there he's going right into that open gap, acting like he's running back. And gets up on this linebacker right here. Ole Miss should have the numbers. He's got to fit this outside shoulder, and then he's going to be that inside shoulder so that they can have 2 for 1. And they'll have both gaps filled. But right here, just this simple, this fullback's coming in, and he ends up jumping to that other shoulder. So now they've got 2 guys in that gap, and that creates a lot of space right there. And the running back ends up going for the touchdown right there. Just that simple. You see this fullback coming right here. Just that quick decision. If he would have just jumped outside and fit with the other shoulder, that would have left that other linebacker free. Now again, just like we always say, he's still got to make the play one-on-one with one of the best running backs in the country. But right there, it would have given him a chance. Right here, fit up a little bit wrong, and now he ends up making a big play. Memphis with Norvell ran this a ton when he was over there, and they got really good at it. But right here, this is a really good look and a really good short yardage play in a heavy set.